Welcome to our video on understanding business expenses and which are tax deductible. Today, we will talk about the subject of business expenses. Business expenses are costs incurred in the ordinary course of business. Every business, from the smallest corner store to the largest corporation, tracks these expenses throughout the year for tax purposes. Business expenses are subtracted from revenue to arrive at a company's taxable net income. They're also referred to as deductions and are generally divided into two major categories: capital expenditures and operational expenditures. The guidelines for business expenses are detailed in Section 162 of the Internal Revenue Code. This allows businesses to report any expense that may be ordinary and necessary. This means that expenses are common in the industry and most business owners in the same line of business or trade would need to make these expenditures. The income statement is the primary financial statement used by businesses to record their expenses and determine their taxes. It typically has three categories of expenses: direct costs, indirect costs, and interest. Direct costs include the cost of goods sold and expenses included in calculating COGS. Indirect costs are subtracted from gross profit to identify operating profit, and depreciation is a tax-deductible expense on the income statement. The IRS places limits on costs associated with gifts, meals, and entertainment. For example, you can usually deduct 50% of the cost of providing meals to employees, although certain meals may be fully deductible. Interest expenses also are subtracted from revenue to arrive at taxable income, and personal expenses might be deductible if they are business-related. Some expenses incurred by a business are not deductible, such as bribes, lobbying costs, penalties, fines, and contributions made to political parties or candidates. Here are 4 key takeaways. 1. Business expenses are deductions from taxable income. 2. The total of business expenses is subtracted from revenue to arrive at the business total amount of taxable income. 3. The IRS defines allowable business deductions as costs that are ordinary and necessary for the industry in which the business operates. 4. The main deductible categories are direct expenses, indirect expenses, and interest on debt. Hope this would help. Thanks for watching.